Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the Mountaineers and a fan base that has been, shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the battle we have in store. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the #1 team in the land, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cowboys will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So West Virginia's offense takes the field for the first time today. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking for a man. It's Alford. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Well, it's one thing to be aggressive. It's another thing to be greedy, and that's what they're doing now. They've got the lead, and they're like, no, we're still going to go onside, kick this thing, and try to maintain possession and just not give you the ball back. And that's exactly what...
And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. So Oklahoma State's offense will go to work for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock, and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. He's got...
And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Cowboys are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. And he sprints to the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Coming out with it, it's Mayo. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run.
Sends it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Back to throw, it's Alford. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And a really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Using the quick game. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
He's got his man, and that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
First down, West Virginia.
Working that left side now. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to pass, it's Alford. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in...
And they will score! Touchdown, West Virginia! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
He's taking the shot. Makes the grab at the 30. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Alford. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Reads it, fires complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Cowboys have enough for the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Going up top on first down. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 43.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
This offense has a second down play. Back to the air one more time. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Little touch pass to the receiver. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. Fakes the catch. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing and liked it, or probably didn't like it on the last play. Now it's third and touchdown, West Virginia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to fire on second down. Quick completion on the out. At the 20, he's got space. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out.
It's complete. A huge pickup. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Offense getting set for first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Right on target this time. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll run the screen. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he's got it inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On second down, just keeps firing. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. What a disappointment. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these 2 teams thus far there in Morgantown. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
I really like the slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. He makes the connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. To the air, it's Alford. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. Feeling some heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Cowboys! The defense with the scoop and score. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over to the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer, getting the sack.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Makes the catch, he's got enough. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. And the Mountaineers are flying down the field.
1st down, West Virginia.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pressure coming. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. It's complete to the right.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter here. Clock stopped with 1.5 minutes to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Just ran him over. Gets away from one, finds room. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. He shed tackles right and left and housed it. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. He's got the back in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
West Virginia.
Leaves it with the back. They get it. Gain of 4 out to the 28.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, looking to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's caught. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. This should be the last play of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Alford. Finds his tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Give to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Down, West Virginia.
They'll go to the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on. Touchdown, West Virginia! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. He spins that thing down the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. To the air. It's Alford. Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to throw it again. Looking to scramble. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers are rolling down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I'm going to sneak a draw with you.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. The option look. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. After run, now throw. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the big fullback. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! And once he got loose, it was all over. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, maybe you can build on.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's complete. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the pummeling has started. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He makes the catch. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
First down, West Virginia.
Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. After putting the field goal on the board, they'll line up for the onside kick.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes a grab. Touchdown, West Virginia. And the punishment has been extended. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He wants to pass it on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get up. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the stomping has commenced. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space.